Are frontside flips hard for you? Do you flick them kind of weird, or are they kind of Chad Muska-ish? Well, a direct quote from me is, I'm never gonna do frontside flips, and I'm okay with that. But one day, I'm out of breath, I realized that I wasn't okay with that. So I asked a lot of friends, and I got a lot of tips, and I figured out how to do a frontside flip somewhat properly, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what they told me, and what I figured out through the process. First and foremost, it's the feet positioning. It's crazy. I saw a Reynolds trick tip a long time ago where he said put your back foot in the left pocket if you're regular, the right pocket if you're goofy, and then push the board this way instead of popping down. You kind of try to scoop it to the right, and it makes the board go this way, and then it's like the perfect way to get a frontside flip not to rock it. It keeps it level, because if you hit off the tail, it wants to go up like this. So you have to push the board this way while frontside flipping. Kind of doesn't look like it when you watch people do it. The next tip is when you're about to pop, you open your shoulders, and what that means is you face square in front of you. So when you go to do a frontside flip, you bend down, and then as you're going up, you turn your shoulders straight, and by the time you pop, your shoulders are straight. So you're pretty much just doing a solid kickflip, and if you can kickflip well, this will make sense. Just do a solid kickflip, and since your shoulders are open, your board's gonna turn frontside because everything follows the shoulders. So just pop, and then when you go to flick to the left a little bit, and try to flick like a kickflip. Sorry if these aren't super detailed. These trick tips are mainly for people who can already do the tricks, just not do them well. So with a frontside flip, what I'm telling you now is how to do it better and how to just make them look better and not have them mess rocket, etc. So that's why I'm telling you the secrets of the trick within instead of the whole how to start, make sure you can do a front 180, a kickflip, blah, 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 because you should already know that. Obviously you can't do a frontside flip without a kickflip or a front 180. So you can kind of flick anywhere on the board as long as your back foot is doing the right thing. But for me, I don't flick directly off the nose, I flick right below it. It's gonna be this little pocket area right here. That's mainly where I flick. So my back foot is so focused on scooping the board, it makes it so much easier for me, but that's what I'm focusing on. My front foot isn't much of a focus, but I make sure that I kick out. But the way my back foot is positioned, I can kick as hard as I possibly can and the board flips the exact same way. So you kind of have to figure out for yourself where you like to flick kickflips more or where you like to flick more. But for me, below the nose. An easier way for me to guide the trick is to have in mind pivoting it if it comes up short. So if I aim to flick and then have my left foot get on the board before my right foot, so you want your front foot to hit first, just in case you come up short, you can pivot it or slide it just a little bit. I usually do the whole rotation on flat or down something. To me, it's a little harder to actually pivot it, but if you keep that in mind, it helps the trick also, because you're more focused on having a more tweaked kickflip, tweaked frontside flip, when you're focused on the front hitting down first. And that's it. That's how I do frontside flips at least, and I hope it works for you also. But just keep that in mind, keep all the steps, especially the scoop in the back foot, the flick out, the pivot. Just keep all that in mind when trying a frontside flip. If it's discouraging, keep practicing, because I promise anyone can eventually do a frontside flip correctly. Because for me, it took years beyond years beyond years. I did them so bad I flipped down. I didn't know where to put my back feet or anything, and they were just so bad that I wouldn't even film them because of how embarrassed I was of the trick. But slowly over time, I figured them out, and I just sat there and really, really focused on the details of the trick, and that's what helps. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more trick tips to come. I'll be doing a Vero Hill trick tip later on this week, but it's going to be how to scoop them better and how to pop them higher, flick faster, because that trick is hard to flick fast sometimes, and I'm going to help you out. So thanks.